What's up, guys? I'm gonna give it a second. And, freaking. It said, don't yell. Okay. I'm gonna wait. Alright. So, remember the other day? I'm gonna get this up. No, I'll do the reading first. I'll only. Look. I'll show it to you. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, hit the like. Nah, I gotta explain it. Am I doing that? I don't know. Dude. Hit the like. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribing. Hey. So now I'm gonna talk about it. This is what I drew. I was sitting here and like my book, it's been sitting on my shelf, like right next to my bed at element 152. And I kept seeing, I'm like, well, we already talked about that. What up, June? You just got home now? Girl, you're about to learn science. Pill night of science, guys. So anyways, I was like, so that equals 8. And I said today, the number 8. So I looked up 8, H-E, and I looked up, okay, but the signal of it was here, 1, 2, and then in the middle, circle, 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 circle. And then, so then I was like, so it's air. And I was thinking about it, right? And then I wrote, just bear with me and I'll break it down. 43 is the number actually right here. Anyways, so then I did that. I should have did it on camera. But I put oxygen, it means oxygen, so I wrote it up here. And then I looked up the Greek and then the Latin meaning of oxygen, air. But what does it do? What does air do? Oxygen, providing a healthy life space and promoting a balanced life for students and staff. But here, okay, and that was, if you look up the element of air, which is 8, the 8th element, this is what it looks like right here. And then so I put, okay, I wrote him there, so I put Lysanderphon, but I actually put oxygen up here, and then I put oxygen, and I put Megatron, Archangel Megatron here. Anyways, no, just I'm getting to something. It's gonna make sense. So in Latin, it means atmosphere. Okay, so I looked up Greek and Latin, and how you pronounce it is whatever. So, but in Greek or in Latin is down here is the south node right here, south node, because it was if you look up AAR and air in Latin, it means a lower atmosphere, which means here, that way of thinking, lower atmosphere. But if you look it up in Greek, it means mist. It's like, it's, like a mist is everywhere, right? But it's light. But anyways, I also looked up something. I don't even know exactly how I did this. But then I looked up, and then I looked up the word helium, because that is whatever is in there. I don't know how I got helium. He. I looked up He. That's helium. Broke those numbers down to 747. So it's 43.7. Anyways, you guys are like, what is she talking about? But that equals the sun, and that's in the air. So what I was talking about the other day was our south node, north node. That's the compass right here. What we're talking about, but this is also the same symbol for Archangel Megatron, if you look it up, which we drew the other day, I think. And I don't even know how we know this. I was gonna go deeper and deeper because I could, but I don't have my chalkboard and I'm already losing people right now. But you know, oh, the mist. Oh, the word sun, here. What is above, so below? That's what I'm saying. So the sun, that word, looking it up, it means came from down there. Okay, so then here's the sun, here's the moon, but they always reflect off each other, right? X marks the spot. No matter where it's at, they always reflect off each other. And that's what that is. You need, so do you understand what it is? But that's the star. It's just the sun and the moon, you know, that. Don't get lost in the middle, but it doesn't even matter because everything has frequencies, right? What is above is below it all. So what you do down here comes up there, and same up here, there. You understand how everything works? What you throw out you is reflected back to you. You know what I mean? But this is all frequencies. So if you're allowing this to come up here, you know, it came from below. If you're feeling something that, you know, the sun is God. You're at your highest frequency. Why can't you guys hit the like? I'm clearly showing what you put out comes back to you. So you're soaking up my energy. Can't hit the like. Remember what I'm showing you right now, what will happen? That same energy is going to come back to you. Just saying. That's the universal law. So you can plot and scheme and just soak up people's energy for no reason, but God's watching. So that gets returned back, okay? Just teaching you 101. Breadcrumbing. Brenda can't take accountability. Clark. Constantly stalking Stanley. Always projecting Project Pat. Copycat Carl. One Way Oliver. Fake Promises Francis. Gang stalking Garrett. Shape shifting Sharon. Breadcrumbing Brenda. Shall I go on? Michael the Manipulator. Third Party Patrick. Ungrateful Gary. Disturb My Peace Donald. Doesn't Know Healthy Business Boundaries Bradley. Walking Around Mad Walter. Nothing Is Even Funny Francis. And still they can't hit it. That's all right. I'm just showing you what's going to happen, okay? Anyways, thank you for hitting the like and subscribes. I'm gonna do a collective reading and then and make sure you turn it back, man. Julius or June, can you post my Cash App for me, please? Yeah. You know, hitting the like, it's just what I'm not explaining it. I don't care anymore. You know, equal give and take. Anyways. Thank you. All right, it's hard for me to see this, but I'm going to do a collective reading and I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm not going to be here on... I'm so sick of repeating myself. I'm not going to be on here as much, but... autocorrect a victim? That's y'all. I'm just going to sit and watch and be weird. I can't even hit the like. Bitch, why are you mad? Because you fell off your bike. Oh, why are you mad? Because guess what happened after that? The day after, this person was walking down the street, just talking shit on his phone, watching like this. Oh my God. Can't hit the like, but it's like, ha ha ha. For no reason, I'm going to be evil and blah, blah, blah. So then, guess what happened to autocorrecting victim? Aren't you glad that you can at least hit the like button? Aren't you glad you quit stalking and balking and running over here and running over there, talking shit everywhere online, page after page? Then, guess what happened? What happened? Let's find out what happened. Go lay down. What happened to him? This keeping in the secret, the same thing happened back to him. Shh. Oh, maybe what he was projecting, you know, trying to send out, the actual spirit came back to him. What? That happens? Sorry, bro. Let's find out. Are you fucking... This turned into his mind now. Yep. Look at all that trash you were just dishing out. Frequency. Remember that thing I just showed you? All this? What is above is below. And look, you're shooting out that stuff. And frequencies too? Oh, baby. That was in your mind. It's coming right back to you. What? I didn't do it. Hey, man. Can't lie to God. All right, next. What is next? Don't tell me what to do on my channel. You keep it positive. Don't troll. How? She's like, how did you find me? I'm a chaos agent. I was trying to trigger you. Well, see what you're doing? All right, turn back to sender for trying to do one of those on me. Been there, done that. I'm closing out cycles, baby. And I know my North Node. It's emotionally balanced. So quit trying to play with me. Called you out. Goodbye. We slaying one by one, and ain't no fun when the angels got the guns. What up? So you better check yourself. Okay, so anyways, yeah, we're off of that. All right, what's the message? And I'm out of here. Thank you for everyone hitting the likes and subscribes. And I come against any black magic, hexes, curses, spell work, any projections onto my page or anything that I'm doing, because what I'm doing, I was meant to do. So if you have a problem with my purpose, you got a problem with God. So I transmute any negative energy or it's not allowed here. Thank you. You can do it, my father. All right. What does the collective gotta know? Yep, here they come. 1, 2, 3. My ancestors said, run. Watch how you treat people. 9, 5, 7, 38, 12, 26, 57, 29. Family, friends, false persons. And then let the angels deal with them. Because the letter L, telling lies, telling sweet little, telling lies. Trying to block your abundance. Yeah, there's no room for blame. It's time to grow. Don't be that hoe that sits in the back plotting. Some of y'all could be moving and relocating. What up, April? So anyways, I already went over that the other day, but here's what I'm gonna pull a few cards for the collective for next 24 hours. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but what do you guys need to be aware of or know? Thank you guys. There's two deck of cards that I want to buy. So if you guys want to donate to my Cash App, we got Temperance stepping in. So things that you might have felt off are being balanced by Spirit. Spirit stepping in. Depends what side of are you on the upside or downside. If you're still learning the lesson, because once you learn the lesson of not people pleasing or giving to the fact that you're allowing other people, entities, self-talk, whatever it is, off balance you and pour one, so the scales aren't, you know, if you're over pouring in one area of your life and not the other, balancing it. So meaning how to say no, boundaries, your self-worth, and you know, all these tests that you've been through, you know, using them and putting that forth. So if you're off balance, you'd be over giving it. I feel like, it's over giving and under giving to yourself, because that is your wealth, self. That is all, right? That is you, right here, right? But if one is off balance, here you're not, right here, the equator, that's the son of God, you know, um, understanding, which means, you know, um, as above, so below, you're able to stay balanced. That's your flow. So that's the truth. So if you're not, if this is not balanced, you know, it's you're going to be going through things, and it's not about what they're doing. It's about what am I allowing and what is causing the imbalance. So really is it time, this is right now is a very important time, because you're at the crossroads, right? So it's kind of like that water slide. You're going up, 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 up. You're going up the water slide. But are you gonna, like what I was saying too, if you're going up the water slide, do you jump off and come right back because you're scared to go? You're not sure what's going to happen. You have no control. So you're right there, and there's a lot of things in your life that is like all kind of like when you get to the end, the end game, like the end level, it's gonna be bing, 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 right? It's trying to throw you off from being balanced. From you're almost at the top, right? So it's a storm, or you flip it, calm before the storm. But it's after that you can put all your shit down and relax. But that is what it is. So balancing your life as above, so below, going in with self, and if God is with you everywhere. So why would you, or think about this when you give advice to somebody, right? They ask, say it's like best friend, family member, whatever it is, someone you truly care about, and they ask you for advice, and you're gonna say like what you see. You ask, I'll give you my opinion, right? But what am I saying with this? They don't see it, so maybe just pay attention. How people may trigger you, or something with yourself, if your energy's felt stagnant, or just little things like, I already been through this, done that, blah, 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 like shit just, why is it? Because what is causing that? Because sometimes, we're so used to looking outwards for the problem when it's within, because what we allow, what we continue, what we allow will continue, right? So it's not up to God, and God didn't do it, but you already been through these tests. So right now is really basically closing of cycles, right? So it's, do you choose to go jump into that Bermuda Triangle we drew the other day, right? Boop, disappear, start back over, and go all through this bullshit again, or you really dig in and look at yourself, like really go somewhere quiet and around somewhere, what pisses you off on one side, and what you might feel is lacking on the other side, because when it comes down to it is finding your balance, right? You're the yin and the yang, but finding your balance, which comes from self-love. Okay. Are you gonna so say you love your family, you love your kids, your husband, wife, whatever it is, your pets, or just your space, everything that you built for yourself, right? Now, would you let one enemy in? Oh, because, even when they want to steal from it, could be your peace of mind. It could just be, things that you have. It could be your energy, whatever it is. You have to turn into the King of Swords, find your yin and your yang, knowing you come in here disturbing my peace. Now you're throwing the balance off, right? So you're making me teeter-totter. Is it? Okay. Why is that person making you feel like that? Now ask yourself, why do you feel like that? Call judgment on yourself. Take this shit out of your back, because this is right after that. Look it. God's got something for you after you have a death to that bullshit. The star, you are the star, meaning a lot of you guys star seeds, whatever, but it's, here's not from here, but being unconditioned of it's okay for this to happen, that to happen. There's, where the whole reason you're down here, I showed you right here, you know, as above, so below, you know, eight. A lot of you guys could be seeing 888, eight times three, I don't know. But anyways, 8 times 8, 4 8s. Anyways, but that's what I'm saying. Everything reflects. So if you have one negative person, like if you have one little termite in your house, this shit's gonna crumble. You have to protect your heart. God is love. That is you. Because if you let any, little stuff, it reflects back to you. You understand what that is? So this is what's going on. You have a choice. It's time to balance the scales, right? What did thoughts do? Heart light as a feather. And now people think that they got rid of guilt and shame and all that, but you hold guilt and shame when you know that you're somewhere when this is going on. Guilt and shame that why are you staying there? Let's look within. Like, call judgment on yourself. And once you could really, really get down to it, there's a death to that. Look, stepping on these bitches, throwing that shit in my back, right? And guess what comes after that? For keeping balance. As below, so as above, so below. You're sitting on your throne now, right? Because God's got something for you. See? He's like, bam, bam. That's the reflection because you balanced it out. You're in Christ-like consciousness. You love yourself enough. Because, money is an energy. Money is a frequency. Money, on earth represents stability, right? If you have money for stability and da-da-da. So they try to lower it, trying to this and that. But faith, not fear, your generational wealth is pretty near. But, make sure those scales are balanced. Clean house, meaning people, places, things. You're the star. And that's, if you go back, I don't know, it was like a couple days ago. Upside down triangle, right side up triangle, circle, circle, dot, dot. That's freaking, that's Megatrons. That also has a lot to do with the Megatron. I know I say his name, Archangel Megatron, but is green is the heart chakra. And I'm picking up on Angel Sandrafon too. He's the one who delivers messages, prayers, brings them, it's just, as above, so below. So he brings prayers from down here up there. So that's what I'm saying. Balance, it's time to balance out your scales. Duh. If you go back and read the mythology, it's a dog. Bird. Bird dog. Anyways, if that made sense.